Welcome to the Builder Knowledge channel. This video will be covering drywall and the tools used. Be sure to click on the subscribe button and you will be notified when our next knowledge video is uploaded. Let's get started. A wallboard panel or regular wallboard consists of a layer of gypsum plaster sandwiched between two layers of paper. Normal drywall or regular wallboard, as it is called, normally comes in 4 by 8 foot sheets. However, the length can come in between 8 and 14 foot lengths, and it comes with a tapered edge. A 1/4 inch board is used as a base layer for soundproofing walls, 3/8 inch is used in multi-layer construction, and for remodeling projects, 1/2 and 5/8 inch boards are used for single-layer construction. Foil-backed board has a squared or tapered edge and is 3/8, 1/2 or 5/8 inch thick. It is 4 foot wide and 8 to 16 foot long. It has an aluminum foil backing that serves as a vapor barrier in exterior walls, and as a reflective thermal insulator when the foil faces a 3/4 inch minimum dead air space. Water-resistant board has a tapered edge and is 1/2 and 5/8 inch thickness. It is 4 foot wide and 8 to 12 foot in length. It's used as a base for ceramic or other non-absorbent tile in high moisture areas. And is also called green board. Type X board. It has a tapered or rounded edge. It is 1/2 to 5/8 inch thick. It is 4 foot wide and 8 to 16 foot in length. It has a core that has glass fibers and other additives to increase fire resistance. It is also available with foil backing. Pre-finished board. Also known as architectural board, it has a squared edge and is typically 5/8 inch thick. It is 4 foot wide and 8 foot in length. Vinyl or paper surface in various colors and patterns and textures. The background picture shows medium gypsum fretwork, 15 and 3/8 inch by 15 and 3/8 inch, smooth white wall panel. Lightweight, easy to install on walls, ceilings, doors, furniture, and more modern alternative to wallpaper and other traditional wall coverings. Backing board. It has a square or tongue and groove edge. It is not suited for finishing or decorating. It comes in different thicknesses of 3/8, 1/2, or 5/8 inch, and is 4 by 8 feet. It is used as sound insulation, fire resistance, and a base layer in multi-layer assembly for increased rigidity. Available in Type X cores or with foil backing. Sheathing board. Comes with either a square or tongue and groove edges. It comes in 1/2 or 5/8 inches thickness. It also comes 2 to 4 feet wide and 8 to 10 feet in length. Has a fire-resistant core, faced with a water-repellent paper for exterior use. Available with regular or Type X cores. Drywall fasteners. Nails for drywall are designed with oversized heads to be able to hold the gypsum board against wood. Be sure you are using treated nails. Untreated can rust and mar your drywall. Annular ring nails are most commonly used, as it will help hold the drywall, versus a smooth shank. If you use a smooth shank, you can count on nail pops in the future. This is when the nail starts protruding under paint, and drywall comes away from studs. The nail should penetrate 3/4 into the wood, which means your drywall is 1/2 inch thick, plus 3/4 into the wood. Your nail must be 1¼ inch in length. Nails are spaced a maximum of 8 inches apart on walls and 7 inches on ceilings. Double-nailed sheets are spaced 12 inches apart, with pairs of nails spaced 3 to 2½ inches apart. Do not double nail around the perimeter of the sheet. Screws. Type S gypsum drywall screws are used for attaching gypsum board to furring strips and steel studs. These rivets are usually self-drilling by nature, featuring a self-tapping thread and a hardened drill point for inserting the metal with little pressure. Type W screws have coarse threads and is used to attach drywall to wood studs. The alternating high and low threads of high-low thread drywall screws have better holding power than coarse thread in wood and can also be used with steel studs. Coarse pitch, high thread type G screws are designed to attach drywall to drywall. Screws are usually spaced 12 inches apart, no matter the drywall thickness. You can go out 16 inches maximum to save on screws. Then on the edges, you will do the same spacing as screws. Refer to your specifications for the correct fastener selection. The Sound Transmission Coefficient, or STC, is a single number rating scale that measures a wall, ceiling, or floor assembly's ability to block sound transmission. The higher the number, the greater the drop in decibel levels bleeding through the surface. A typical wood-framed wall, with a single layer of 1/2 inch drywall, has a sound transmission coefficient rating of 34. You can increase this rating by placing a 11 insulation in the wall, which will provide an STC rating of 39. Or you can increase the layers of drywall on one side, which will give you an STC of 40. If you increase layers on both sides, you will get an STC of 45. Sounds travel through walls as a result of the vibration of framing members. Stagger your framing members and double wall studs, and double insulation for an STC of 51. Corner bead. There are many different types to choose from. It is placed on all exposed corners. It protects the drywall corners in normal daily use. It is screwed or nailed every 5 inches on center. Metal corner bead is made from galvanized steel. Most are 90-degree corners, and 1 1/4 by 1 1/4 and 8 feet in length. Plastic, these come in all shapes and sizes: 90-degree corner, rounded corner, made even rounded for archways. There are different levels of drywall installation. These levels are independent of each other. What I mean is that to get to a level 3, you don't complete level 1 and go on to 2, etc. The only level you will see that is in level 5. It will state in addition to level 4 requirements. Level 0. Unfinished. This level has the designation of 0 because there is no finish. There is no taping, no joint cement, and no painting. The drywall is erected and is then complete. Recommended usage: temporary construction or dust walls. Level 1, unfinished. There is taping at this level, but no painting. The taping at level 1 is set in joint compound. All drywall joints and interior angles are taped. Any excess compound is removed during application, and ridges and tool marks are okay. Levels 1 and 2 allow the presence of tool marks and ridges. Higher levels, 3, 4, and 5, require that they be absent. Recommended use: areas not accessible to common traffic or the public, plenums above ceilings, attics, service corridors, and other concealed areas as hidden areas. Level 2, unfinished. As in level 1, there is taping but no painting. However, the taping is more detailed and more extensive. At this level, again, all drywall joints and interior angles are taped, and at this level, the tape is embedded in the compound. As opposed to merely being set and wiped with a joint knife, to leave a thin coat of compound over the joints and angles. Also, all fastener heads, nails, screws, accessories, and beads are covered with one coat of compound. Like level 1, excess compound is removed, and ridges and tool marks are okay here too. The definition of embedded: in level 2, joint compound, applied over the body of the tape at the time of tape embedment, shall be considered a separate coat of joint compound, and shall satisfy the conditions of this level. Recommended use: garages, warehouses, and other storage areas. Level 3. For a medium to heavy final paint texture or with heavyweight wall covering. The taping at level 3 requires the tape to be embedded in compound as in level 2, with an additional coat of compound over the tape joints and angles. Any fastener heads and beads need 2 coats of compound, whereas in level 2 you just needed 1, and in levels 0 and 1 you didn't need any. At this level, the compound has to be smooth, and you can't have any tool marks or ridges. In levels 1 and 2, you could have them. In level 3, you apply a coat of drywall primer after taping. Level 0 does not use joint compound, and so the presence or absence of tool marks on a level 0 finish is not applicable. Recommended use: with medium to heavy final paint texture or with heavyweight wall coverings. Level 3 isn't used for smooth, flat, or lightly textured, painted surfaces, or with light to medium weight wall coverings. Level 4. For flat paint, a light final paint texture, or with lightweight wall covering. In Level 3, you have an additional coat of compound over the embedded tape at the drywall joints and angles. Here in Level 4, you have 2 additional coats. The fastener heads, accessories, and beads are covered with 3 coats. The compound has to be smoothed, and there cannot be any tool marks or ridges, and a coat of primer is applied after the taping. Recommended usage: with flat or light textured painted surfaces, or with lightweight wall coverings. Enamel, semi-gloss, and gloss paint. Isn't used with a Level 4 finish. Level 5. For flat paint, enamel, semi-gloss, and gloss paint in severe lighting conditions. To get to Level 5, you take Level 4 before you apply the primer and add a thin skim coat over the entire surface. The skim coat is of joint compound or of a material manufactured specifically for this purpose. This skim coat is smooth and doesn't have any tool marks or ridges. Then, the primer is applied. Recommended usage: for a flat paint surface with enamel, semi-gloss, other non-textured, and gloss paints in severe lighting. In all of the levels that use drywall primer 3, 4, and 5. The term drywall primer means a high-quality, high-solids primer, formulated to equalize the suction difference between gypsum board surface paper and the joint compound, and not just any sealer/primer of undetermined content. Now let's cover some of the tools used, starting with drywall knives. The 4-inch knife is used for embedding the tape in the first layer of joint compound and to fill fastener holes. The 6-inch knife is also used to embed the tape in the first layer of compound and fill fastener holes. However, it is typically used for the second layer, especially if a 4-inch knife was used on the first. And then we have the 12-inch knife. This is used to feather out the second layer of compound and can be used for the third or topping layer. We also have the 16-inch knife. This is used to apply the topping coat. We also use many types of trowels, they have multiple shapes. The drywall trowel is used to apply the finish layer of joint compound. Corner trowels are made for applying compound to both interior and exterior corners. Let's cover some sanding tools. The hand sander holds or locks the sandpaper to itself while you sand. The pole sander helps with larger areas you can't reach without a ladder and can get longer, smoother strokes. The corner sander is used for sanding all of your corner joints. The orbital sander makes sanding faster, but you will create more dust unless you use one with a vacuum. Now we can go over a few other tools we use. Our first is the mud tub, also called a mud pan. This is where you keep the joint compound as you are taping joints, etc. The edges are used to clean your knife. The kick lifter is used to help you lift drywall in place to screw or nail. It will only lift a few inches. The corner finishing box is used to place compound in the corners. The corner roller embeds the tape into the corners and forces compound out. The flat finishing box is used to place a specific amount of compound on flat surfaces. They come in various sizes. The hand mixer comes in various sizes and can take a lot of work mixing. The paddle mixer attaches to your drill for mud mixing. I would not use a small drill when mixing, you can burn them out. The keyhole saw is used to cut out small holes or odd shapes in drywall, such as electrical outlets, etc. The drywall hammer has a convex face. When putting in nails, it creates a dimple so you can cover it with mud. The clincher is used on corner bead applications. No nails or screws are needed, as it clinches the metal to the drywall. The rasp smooths the gypsum where you cut the drywall. The screw gun is used to drive the screws into drywall. These have a special chuck where you can set the screw depth into the drywall. You can place them one at a time, or you can use an automatic one. The automatic taper, also known as a banjo, places the tape and mud at the same time on drywall. Other materials are also needed, such as tape. Paper tape is specifically used for the corners, however, you can use on all joints. It is creased in the middle for use on corners. Mesh tape has an added adhesive to place on the joints prior to placing mud. This is not for corners, as it does not have a crease at all. Joint compound has many different types, most use the all-purpose joint compound. Thank you for watching. We hope you gained some knowledge. We appreciate you and look forward to seeing you here again for our next video. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button and give us a like if the video helped you out.